Okay, guys, hello. Good evening. It feels like I haven't seen you in a while, huh? So sorry for last week, huh? Okay, it was the last minute. I was not feeling very well, so I just had to cancel. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, everyone. Thanks for asking. Okay, that's Javin. Hello. That's Tarini. Hello. So where's everyone? Why is there only five of you today? Yeah, long time no see. Oh yeah. Some of you I haven't sent you the recordings. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's been a hectic week. Okay, I'll send you by this weekend maybe. Okay. Anyway, so let's go to our chapter 6 today. Okay, I know we should be going to chapter 6 last week, so I'll try to speed up a little. Okay, maybe we can cover what we missed last week. Okay, so guys, we were in chapter 6. We were supposed to go chapter 6. I know lah. I'm not supposed to. It's I'm not really supposed to start a new chapter before your holiday because usually after your holiday, you will return everything to me. Okay, I know. Okay, why did she cross the road? Okay, ma, very cute, ma. Okay, anyway, so let's look at 6.1. Okay, this chapter is more interesting, lah. This is not like your chapter 5, you know, that atom, sorry, yeah, the particles chapter, the solid liquid gas chapter, the what matter chapter. That is really boring, isn't it? So this chapter is slightly interesting. Hopefully later I have the time to talk a bit about this periodic table. Ooh, this is really interesting. Okay, so for those who missed it, where is everyone? Okay, so for those who missed it, not too bad lah. Okay, anyway, so let's look at what is element. Okay, let's understand what is element first. Okay, element in BM is 元素 or 元素 in Mandarin. So what is an element? Element is the most basic thing in the world. All right, I'm sure you know gold is an element. Okay, like our gold is here. Our gold is an element. All right, so why is it called an element? Because elements, they are made from one type of atoms. Okay, let's understand what is atoms first. All right, so last chapter we do learn that what is particles. Okay, particles is like the smallest thing in the world. So when we split things into the smallest unit, we call it a particle. So the simplest particle, we call it atoms. All right, atoms, they look like this. Okay, atoms, they look like this. Has anyone seen an atom before? No, because it's quite small. No, they say quite, it's really that small. Okay, it's the smallest thing in the world. So nobody knows how atom looks like, but this is the best guess that we have. All right, so far lah. Okay. Someone just, oh yes, Janelle, hello. Good evening. Okay. Yay. You are the sixth one that came in. Oh, there's another one. You just realize you're late. It's okay as long as you're here. As long as you're here. Hi, Miru. Good evening. Hey, wait, where is she? Okay, anyway, so moving on. Okay, we were talking about atoms, guys. We were talking about atoms. Oh, wait. Okay, hi, Miru. Good evening. Okay, so we were talking about atoms. Okay,
Bro, I pressed leave meeting when they were like recording in progress and I had to join again.
Okay. As long as you're here. All right, so this is our atom. This is our atom. So please write this beside. Okay, I'm sure if you replace your lesson last week, you have learned this already. This is called a subatomic particle. What are the subatomic particles? So you have three. You have proton, which is the positive thing. And then you have neutron, which is the no charge thing. Okay, when you say you're neutral, means you're not siding anyone. You are right in the middle, so neutral. And then electron is the negative one, the spinny boys. Okay, they are the spinny boys because they go around the atoms. Okay, so the proton and the neutron, they make up the nucleus. You might say, hey, sir, got new cell. Isn't this in cells? Okay, yeah, cells, they have nucleus. Atoms, they have nucleus too. So nucleus is right smack in the middle. The middle is the nucleus. All right, so this is our atom. So let's look at what is molecule. Yes, that's a spinny boy. Yes, okay. So let's look at what is molecule. All right. So when you put two atoms together, or more, 2 or 3 or 4, 2 and above, you get a molecule. All right, so very easy way to understand this. Okay, I actually wrote this like last week. So atoms are like alphabets. Okay, when you put alphabets together, you get a word. So if you put atoms together, you get a molecule. All right, so this is an easy way to understand. Okay, so you actually have 2 types of molecule. Either they can be the same molecule or they can be a different molecule. So we don't call it a water atom. Water is not an atom. Water is a molecule. Okay, you understand? So it's like atom is the singular, molecule is the plural lah. Okay, put it this way. Yes, Mildred, hello, good evening. Okay, sorry for last week. Was really sick. Okay, so anyway, atom is the single, molecule is many, more than 2. Right, so let's look at what is element and compound there. Okay, let's go the other way around. Let's go to the other way. Yeah, hang on. Why is everyone coming one by one today? I thought it's one lump sum coming. Yes, Ernest, hello, good evening. All right, so as I was saying, so you have element and compound. So what are they? Okay, element is the simplest thing in the world. They are only made from one type of atom. Okay, they are only made from one type of atom. That means if you have a pure gold bar, I mean good for you lah. Okay, pure gold bar. All right, if you have a pure gold bar, that means they are made from 99.9 100%. Okay, 100% of gold atom. They have only one type of atom in that gold bar. That is your pure atom. Okay, pure gold. We call it an element. So gold is an element because they are only made from one type of atom, which is the gold atom. All right, and it's a pretty expensive one at that. All right, so guys, do you know what's the price of gold, by the way? The price of gold per gram, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 300 ringgit per gram. 200 something lah, 200 something ringgit per gram. That's a lot of money. Okay, that means 1 gram 1 gram of gold is around roughly 250 ringgit.
You'd have to be a million. You have to be a crazy rich Asian to afford
exactly.
these.
Exactly. Impossible to have 100% of gold because it would it won't disappear lah. Why will it disappear? Okay,
wait,
that
fun
means
fact. Sorry.
if you have a 1 kg gold bar, okay, if you have a 1 kilogram gold bar, 1 kilogram is 1,000 gram, right? Yes, Minging, hello. Okay, 1 kilogram is 1,000 gram, right? So 1,000 gram, that means this thing times 1,000, that means 1 kg gold bar is 250,000.
Teacher, fun fact. When I was younger, apparently a thief broke into our house twice and stole majority of our gold jewelry.
Well, the same thing happened to me before. Okay, broke in and stole all our gold. Okay.
Yeah, but it's so funny. He broke in twice.
They know the weak point of your house. Okay, anyway, so 250,000 okay, imagine this with 2 kilo gold bars, that's 500,000, right? You can buy a house. Okay, imagine that. So next time when you're buying a house, sir, will you be paying by loan or what? No, I'll be paying by gold. Wow. Wow, the flex though. Okay, pure gold. So this is why gold is an element. Okay, it's a very expensive element. So they are only made from one type of atom. So for example, iron is an element. Okay, so if you have an iron bar, it's made from 100% iron atom. So if you have oxygen, they are 100%, oxygen molecule, pure oxygen. So all these elements, we put them in a table. We call it the periodic table of elements. Fret not, you don't need to memorize this. Okay, I shall explain this later. Yes, Dark Life. Okay, use brass instead of gold. Yeah, true. But that's the thing, brass and gold, if you have sharp eyes, you can quite tell them apart. If you're a jeweler, that is, okay, if you're a jeweler, okay. Anyway, so let's look at compound. Okay, compound is when you combine 2 elements together. element compound. All right, so when you combine two or more elements chemically, secara kimia, chemical means they have chemical reaction, they become friends. Okay, they become friends, so that's your compound. Okay, we call it sebatian in BM. Okay, call it sebatian. So since you combine them chemically, you cannot separate them physically. You can only separate them chemically. Okay, so guys, do not confuse. Atoms and molecules has nothing to do with elements and compounds. They are two different things. Okay, like you see, oxygen molecule, they only consist of oxygen atoms, right? Two oxygen atoms, right? So they are not a compound. Compound is more than one type of atom. Okay, I know it sounds very confusing. Okay, I know it sounds very confusing. Okay, I'll try to make it. Yes, Wei Xin, hello, good evening. Okay, anyway, so this let me explain this again. Okay, put it this way: atoms and molecules, we refer to the number of atoms. Okay, the number of particles. When you have satu biji is called atom. Okay, dua biji dan lebih, we call it molecule. So that's the difference. And for elements and compound, right, they are the types. Okay, one focuses on the number, one focuses on the type. If you have only one type of atom, I don't care how many biji, as long as there's one type, we call it element. As long as there's two or more, we call it a compound. So these two, they are different concept. Okay, different concept. So how do you separate a compound? You have to use electrolysis, which we will learn in Form 2. You just have to read this for fun. Right, so let's give an example of compound. Okay, let's talk about compound. Right, salt, right? Okay, salt, right? Salt, the scientific name for salt is actually called sodium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride. Why is it called sodium chloride? Because this element called sodium, which is Na. Why is it called Na? I'll explain it later. So this sodium atom, Na, this fella kawin with Cl. Okay, chlorine lah. So sodium, chlorine, they get married, they have a chemistry between them. So they form a bond. When you have chemical reaction, we call it a bond. Like you and your friend, there's a friendship, we call it a bond. Okay, so if there's mixing but there's no bond, next time we'll learn it. This is called a mixture. Campuran. That one is no bond one. Okay, no bond, no friendship. They just kind of sit next to each other and they don't really know each other. Okay, and this one's for next time. Okay. Anyway, so let's continue with our salt. Yes, Shane. Hello. Good evening. All right. Wow. We have more and more people already. Okay. So, hello. Good evening. Sorry about last week. Okay, I was really sick. Okay. Anyway, so Na and Cl. This is your salt. Okay, this is your salt. All right. So let me tell you a little bit of story here. Okay, let's talk about this periodic table. You might say, sir, I thought sodium is sodium. How does it become Na? Okay, how does it become Na? I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. Okay, no, this is not chemistry. This is basic chemistry. Okay, so let's look at this. All right, so you might say, sir, why is sodium Na? Because many of the elements like the original name of sodium is called natrium. Okay, natrium. Why natrium? Because this is the Latin name. Okay, you might say, sir, what the hell is Latin? Latin is kind of a dead language. It is spoken by the Roman Empire last time. Okay, so why Latin? Out of all the languages, why Latin? Because you look at all those Western languages, Latin is like the nenek moyang language. Okay, that's like the original language, the origin of everything. So if you study Latin, you do find that some words you can use it in Italian, in Spanish, in Portuguese, in French, in German, and English. All these languages, they go back to Latin. All right, for example, the word for love in Latin is called amor. Amor. So this is why in Italian, I love you is te amo. In Spanish and Portuguese, is te amo. Same thing. te and ti. So amo lah, amo is love. All right. Yes. Okay. So this is love lah. So you might say, sir, why Latin leh? Why everything needs to go to Latin? Because you see, last time during Roman Empire, like 2000 years ago, most of our civilization is shaped by Roman Empire. Okay, let's talk a little bit about sejarah. All right, so I know, okay, your worst stream is sejarah. Okay, let's talk about Roman Empire. Last time, you have to know, if you get to go to school, if you get to receive formal education, that's a form of flex. That's a form of flexing, okay? For you, flexing might be, oh, I drive a BMW. Oh, I have 10 houses. But no, for last time, to flex on your peer, to flex on your friend, I go to school. Wow, you must be so rich to go to school, all right? They'll talk man shit. Yeah, exactly. Okay, all the trash talking. All right, anyway, so only the elites last time they get to go to school. All right, and if they go to school, if they receive education, they speak in Latin. All right, only the upper echelons of the society, okay, if your dad is some kind of big shot lah, some big wig lah, then you will be receiving education, then you will be speaking in Latin. That's like a real flex right there. All right, so this is why most of our scientific stuff, we label it using Latin. Okay, take for example. Okay, fun fact, do you know why they wear the wedding ring on the fourth finger? Do you know why? Specifically on the left hand of the ring finger. Do you know why? Okay, do you know why? Yeah, Shane, I think you got it. Okay, because they believe there's a vein here called vena amoris, which translates to the vein of love. So if I put a ring here, that means I sort of like dedicate to love lah. Okay, because they believe that this vein will go straight to the heart. You see, this is Latin. This is Latin. So next time when you learn anatomy, most of our body parts, I mean, besides the basic organs lah, if you look at body parts, most of them are named after Latin too. So cool, right? Okay, so that's why the original name of sodium is called natrium. Wow, the more you know, huh? Okay, so now with all this knowledge, you see, why do I tell you all this general knowledge, all this sort of useless information, so that you can flex on your friend? So next time a friend will say, wow, why you're so smart on, you'll be like, of course. You see?
Oh, I got education. Oh, you don't have education.
So cool, right? Okay, you prefer Mandarin class. Okay lah, I mean, can wait as long as they're here. Mandarin class, I speak the same thing. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about this AG. Okay, fun fact about this AG. Yes, this is chapter 6, Shane. This is chapter 6. Okay, so let's talk about AG. I'm a bit rushy today because we were supposed to enter this last week. Okay, so I'm rushing a little bit. Okay, so what is AG? AG is silver. Okay, AG is silver. You got chapter 7 and 5. Really? Shane, really? Wow. Why though? Okay, they must have forgotten you. Okay, you WhatsApp me later lah. I'll send you the soft copy lah. Okay, so why is silver AG? Why is silver AG? Because AG stands for Argentum. Does this name sound familiar to you? Does this name sound familiar to you? This sounds like a country, right? This sounds like a country, right? Yes, Argentina. You know why? You know why? Because last time when the Spanish went and colonized Argentina, right, from afar, the mountains, they sort of look like silver. So they name it the land of silver. So Argentina. Wow, the more you learn, yeah, you see. So that's why they call it Argentum. Okay, Argentum. So that's why it's AG. All right. So last time, Latin is like the language of the cultured. If you are some uncultured, they call you barbarians. If you are the barbarians, you don't speak Latin. Okay, you will speak some other languages like the Germanic languages. Okay, yes, Germany used to be barbarians. Okay, they refer to the Germanic people as the barbarians. So if you speak other languages other than Latin, you're a barbarian. Okay, so what's that, Meng Heng? Mind translating it for me. Okay, so that's your nature, ma. Okay, so you might say, then sir, why some elements like calcium, why they use English one? Why they use English one? Because they use English if it is discovered by English chemists. So if you might say, sir, why don't put Latin leh? Because English, England people, they have their own pride one. I don't want to use Latin. I want to use English to show that this is discovered by Englishmen. Okay, you quit learning Latin. Yeah.
Just say white men. Just say white men. They're white. Their skin
Okay,
is paler than the sun.
Caucasians, all right, Caucasians. Okay, they send you one chapter ahead. Oh, okay. So I think they must have made a mistake, actually. Okay, so anyway, so if you see like beryllium, this is Be, so this is discovered by Englishmen, lah. Okay, so anyway, should you memorize this? No, freak no. Okay, I mean you can lah. If you say, wow, sir, I managed to memorize the whole periodic table, I'll say, yeah, all the power to you, good for you. Okay, impressive. Okay, but they're not asking in exam though. All right, so you only need to know where are the metals, where are the semi-metals, that means half metal, and where are the non-metals. That's all. They will ask you to shade in exam. All right, so the metals they are usually on the left hand side. Okay, all the yellow ones they are all metals. Okay, and then the blue ones, they are non-metals. You might say, sir, why is hydrogen here? Why is it not here? They're the non-metals, right? This one, next time you go chemistry, you'll understand. Why don't they arrange it nicely? Why they have to put this stupid gap here? Because they have their own reason of doing so. This periodic table, they have do so many revision to it. Okay, they keep changing it and changing here and there, and this is the one they ended up with, the one that's most widely accepted. Right? OCD trigger, yes, I agree. All right, so what about the red ones? They are called semi-metals or metalloids, because these people, they cannot make up their minds. Should I be metal or non-metal? I don't know. So they are stuck in the middle. Okay, these are really funny elements. Okay, so you should know where are they. So you just remember 2, 2, 2, 2, cancel this one. Okay, this is how I memorize. Okay, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then you cancel this one. Okay, so this is our semi-metal, and then the right hand side would be your non-metal, and then the left hand side would be your metal. All right, so if you ask me, okay, I've been studying chemistry for more than 10 years, but if you ask me, sir, what the hell is osmium? I would say, I don't know. Because usually the bottom 2 rows we don't study one, because they are very exotic and rare. Okay, like you see this thing, it's called unonium. What the hell is unonium? Uno, I know lah. So this one we don't study. Okay, this shit is so annoying. Right, anyway, so if you ask me certain things like for example, platinum, you know platinum, right? This is one of the most expensive metal. Okay, platinum, like for example, cadmium, we use cadmium in our rechargeable battery. Okay, like selenium, selenium is found in your eggs. It's quite good for health. Okay, we do eat this. Okay, certain elements we do eat it to maintain our body health. Okay, platinum is radioactive. Not really. Anything after bismuth is radioactive. Okay, so polonium, astatine, radon, all these things that are radioactive. Anything after your bismuth is radioactive. Okay, so anyway, there are a few things that you should know. Okay, so what about lithium? What is lithium? If you pay attention, lithium is found in your battery, rechargeable battery. This thing, it loves to catch up on fire. So this is why power banks, they explode. This is why the Samsung Note 7 will explode. This is why your phones for some reason, if your battery is after a certain lifespan, they just start combusting, spontaneously they will combust because lithium, they are not very stable. Okay, is it true everything considered a little bit of radioactive? I shall explain this to you in Form 3, April. Okay, or maybe you can ask your sister after I taught her the radioactive chapter. Okay, I mean, you will learn that. Okay, you will learn that. Okay, anyway, so this is your periodic table. Okay, periodic table. And one more thing I want you to know, the coming down is what we call a group. Okay, kumpulan. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, all the way to group 18. Okay, printed your notes, forgot to staple. Ah, okay. Then you staple yourself. Yes, Shane should. What do you want to ask? Okay, so this is your group 18. Okay, and you see why they put a red color box there? Why is there a black or red color box here? Because this group 18 is what we call inert gases or noble gases. Why do we call it noble? Because they are the atas gas. What do I mean? They are like you know what is noble, right? Nobility means they are very atas. They are like the elites. They don't mix around one. So that means all these metals, they will react with each other, like I said just now, sodium and chlorine, they react together to form salt. Okay, group 18, they be like, peasants. Okay, group 18, they don't react with anyone. Okay, they are very stable, they're happy on their own. Okay, if an amoeba is in the river, does it ascend to the clouds and rain down when that cycle is happening? That's a really good question, Shane. That's a really good question. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's a bit too heavy. That's my guess lah. That's my guess lah. Okay, so it's like there was a student asking me lah, sir, if an ant semut if it fell out of a plane will it die of hunger or will it die of trauma? I don't know. Okay, yeah, y'all ask the funniest question. Okay, I love it. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, anyway, so this is your noble gas. Okay, so let's look at what are they. So you know what is He? He is helium. You know it's helium, the gas you put in your balloon. All right, they don't use hydrogen, guys. Hydrogen is very explosive, but they will use helium instead. Okay, helium. Okay, Ne is neon. You know it's neon. You know it's neon. In the 70s, they use neon as as you know advertising lights. Okay, neon lights. They just kind of look kind of red in color. There they have that. Oh, sorry. They have this buzzing sound. That's the neon sign lah. We don't use this anymore lah. We just use LED lah because this is like grandpa technology already. Are there? Ooh, this is like the dystopian cyberpunk-ish thing. This is Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong. They last time they used a lot of neon signs. Okay, no, they are not radioactive. They're just hot as shit. Okay, they're really, really hot. Not very efficient. This is why we use LED nowadays. All right, so this is a neon. Argon and krypton and xenon, these things we use it in. Oh yeah, let me just put it this way. Inert gases, right? Inert gases, right? They will light up. Okay, they will light up if you put electricity to it. Are there? Is it? Ooh, it's so cool, right? Okay. So from left to right, that is your helium, neon, argon, krypton, and xenon. They give you all these very bright colored and fancy lights. That's why noble gases or inert gases, mostly we only use them in lightings. All right, xenon, we used to use xenon in car headlamps. As in, if the car headlamp looks white, they are made from xenon. Okay, so very intrigued, Very intrigued, So who say chemistry is boring? It's not. It's not. Okay, and chemistry is easy. If you know how to break this thing down, okay, which I've been teaching chemistry for more than 10 years, okay, so you know chemistry is not that hard. All right, so anyway, this is your periodic table. Please, for the love of God, you're not memorizing this. I mean, if you're very interested to find out what are each of these, you can go to Wikipedia. You can read till your heart's content. Okay, I really don't care because I really don't know. If you ask me, so what is yttrium? Well, I don't know. Why not you enlighten me? Okay, because I really don't know. Okay, anyway, so this is your periodic table. Really interesting stuff. Okay, so let's look at 1 to 4. Metals are placed on the left side. Okay, as we know. Metallic properties decrease. Okay, so this one you don't need to know. Number 2, non-metals are placed at the right side. Okay, semi-metals or metalloids are one borderline between metals and non-metals, which are these fellas. Okay, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, really. Okay, even if you say, sir, I don't want to learn this group thing. Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, so I would still say the take-home point for today is still your atom, molecule, and element and compound. So guys, let me repeat this again. Atom is satu biji, single particle. Anything more than one is molecule. So these are about the numbers. But element and compound is the type. If you only have one type of atom, it's called an element. If you have more than one type, it's called a compound. Okay. Okay, sure. Hang on. Let me type it there real quick. There. Right, so I'll send you later. Yours is English one, right? Yours is English one, right? Non-metals are the side except for what? Yeah, except for hydrogen. Yes, except for hydrogen. Okay, this is the really funny one. All right, sure. Okay, anyway, so the point today is to learn this metal versus non-metal. So, like I said, this chapter is not really that hard. Okay, it's not that hard. So, metal versus non-metal, logam dan bukan logam. Okay, so let's look at the difference between metals and non-metals. This is the main thing you have to learn. So, next, the first one, appearance. Okay. As you know, metals, they are bling bling, shiny, berkilat, okay? And non-metals, they are not so bling bling, so they are dull, Buddha, okay? In Mandarin, it's called 哑光. So it's not shiny lah, okay? You have matte metals. Matte metal is when they oxidize, okay? Metals, they are always for sure shiny. If it's dull, if it's matte, then it is oxidized. It's just like when you buy a new necklace, right? They are very shiny. But after using it for years, they start to become not so shiny already because they're oxidized. So you need to go and polish them. Okay, so this is your shiny and dull. Next, please memorize these two words. Very, very super ultra important. Okay, so what does it mean by ductile? Ductile means you can bend it into any shape, like wire. Okay, ductile, we call it mulo in BM. You see, I have to write in 3 languages, so tiring. Okay, so malleable means you can beat it into any shape. Okay, yes, duck. Okay, so you can beat it into any shape. Like if you have a metal cup, you can take your mallet or you can take your hammer, you can just whack it into any shape you want and the thing won't break. Now that's malleable. Okay, that's malleable. Okay, you want to know what is malleable? You take a hammer, you're going to whack your dad's car. Okay, there's no need to do that, but you get the point, right? So if someone crashed into your car, the side of the door will just go in, right? That's the malleable. Yes, RIP. Your dad will mostly disown you, right? So if you crash the bumper though, if you crash the bumper is a non-metal, right? Because most bumpers, they are made from plastic, so they will break because they are brittle. Okay, you can write brittle for both. Okay, or we call it rapuh, 很脆. Rapuh or brittle. Okay, I expect the phrases out of you. Okay, right. Okay, anyway, so this is ductile and malleable. So you can bend your wire into any shape. So that's ductile. Malleable means you can beat it into any shape. Brittle means you can't, right? For example, carbon. You know what is carbon? Carbon is your pencil lead. Carbon is your pencil lead. Your pencil lead is brittle, right? There, because it's a non-metal. Okay, anyway, tensile strength. Okay, that means how strong are they? Metals, they are very strong. This is why you use them in construction. Okay, X diamond. What's X diamond? Okay, so your non-metal, they are low. Oh, okay. Now I get it now. Yes, before they become diamond, yes. Okay, which is your graphite. So next, electrical conductivity and heat conductivity. Guys, this is mainly common sense, right? Okay, metals, they are good conductors of heat and electricity. That means metals, they can carry heat and electric very well. But for non-metals, they are not, except for carbon. Carbon is the only non-metal elements that can carry electricity. The only one. But they cannot carry heat lah. Okay, they cannot carry heat lah. Okay, so your carbon, which is your pencil lead, they can actually conduct electricity. Okay, well, I mean, this is when you pressurize carbon, you get diamond lah. Okay, I'll talk about this next time. Okay, you learn it in year 4. You do, yeah, I think you do. Okay, so like I said, this is very common sense. So melting point and boiling point, high for metal. Metal takes like a few hundred degrees to melt, but non-metal takes like what, negative 100 something or negative 200 something. Okay, You could get electrocuted by using a pencil lead. Yes, okay. That's why I don't like to call it pencil lead, because lead is Pb. Lead is another element. Okay, many people think that, maybe people would think that, lead means lead. This is the pencil lead. No, pencil lead is your carbon. Okay, guys, lead is actually poisonous. All these heavy metals they are kind of poisonous. So don't touch them. Not very good for your health. Okay, so next, density. Okay, high and low. Metal will sink in water. Non-metal, they will float on water. State, all metals, they are solid except mercury. Need for speed carbon. Wow, that's a game I played in my secondary school. How do you know that? Okay, so mercury. Okay, so this is your non-metal. This is the only metal that is liquid. Right? But for non-metals, right, they can either be solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, they are funny. Okay, they are funny. Like for example, iodine is a solid. Okay, let me show you what is iodine. Okay, iodine. Iodine, they look like this. They are a black solid. Okay, they are a black solid. A fun fact, they are actually used in the yellow medicine. You know, when you fell down and then they put some yellow medicine on your wound, that's the iodine. Okay, yes, the iodine solution, yes. Okay, so that's your iodine. Okay, if you look at group 17, they are kind of the same family. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. All the in one. Okay, so chlorine is the cousin of iodine. You know chlorine, right? The one you put in swimming pool, the one in your bleach. So you see, why do we put chlorine in swimming pool? We use it to kill germs. So why do they put iodine on your wound? Same thing, to kill germs. All right, you might say, sir, then why don't we put chlorine on your wound? Well, chlorine is bleach. Do you put bleach on your wound? You can try. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. You can try. All right, so bromine is the same thing. Bromine is this really pretty brown liquid. Bromine is a liquid. Okay, bromine is a liquid, and when you heat it, it will turn into this brown color gas, as you can see. They are also quite poisonous. Okay, most group 17, they are poisonous. Chlorine is poisonous. You will heard, of course. Okay, iodine is also poisonous. Bromine is also poisonous. You see the symbol? Toxic, poisonous. So all group 17s they are all poisonous. Okay, very poisonous. This is why you don't play with them. Yes, mercury also. Okay, mercury is actually called Hg. Where is it? Mercury, that Hg. Okay, don't play with mercury though. Mercury will seep through your skin and it will make you stupid. Okay, because it's a neurotoxin. Okay, it will poison your brain. Okay, anyway, let's look at some famous metals. Okay, you're not learning anything fancy. I'm sure you have heard of all these before. Like number one, iron is Besi lah. Okay, Besi. In Mandarin we call it Tie. Oops, sorry. Okay, Besi. And if you look at your periodic table, iron is actually here. Okay, iron is actually here. Why though? Because in Latin, iron is called ferrum. Okay, Ferrum. So that's why we put Fe. Right, but in English we just call it iron. All right, so the properties are for all metals you can say strong. All metals are strong. All right, so where do we use iron for? What do we use iron for? We use it for railway tracks. We use it for framework. Okay, when you want to do building, and we use it for tools. Okay, I do cut this thing away because we just say tools lah. Okay, most tools are made from iron. You know steel, right, guys? Iron is used to make steel. Okay, steel is an alloy. Steel is an alloy. What is alloy? Alloy is when you mix two metals together. You know stainless steel? Stainless steel is made from iron. All right, so yes, we take it when we don't have enough blood. Yes, true. Because iron is found in your hemoglobin. You know what is hemoglobin? The red colored thing in your red blood cell. It's made from iron. This is why your blood smells like rust. Have you ever noticed that? When you cut yourself and you smell your blood, what does it smell like? Rust though? Because iron will rust. You are actually smelling rust. Same thing. Okay, same thing. So iron is very important for your blood, especially if you're an athlete. You want more red blood cell, you want better stamina. Iron will give you that stamina because you have more red blood cell in this way. Yeah, we are Iron Man, yes. Okay. Next, aluminium. Okay, aluminium is your lü lah, the thing you use in your tin can. Okay, so the main thing about aluminium is they are lightweight. All right, so you use it in your kitchen utensil, okay, cable and aluminum foil, and your airplane, your aeroplane is actually made from aluminum because it's lightweight. We don't use iron for plane because plane needs to be lightweight. Okay, they've been eating iron, yeah. Okay, you get technically that's true, April. Okay, so copper is tong. You know copper is used in your wire, right? You cut your wire, the baju away, you see the copper wire lah. There this thing, you cut away the insulation, right? That's the copper. Okay, why copper? Because copper is the best electric conductor. Okay, it's the best electric conductor. This is why we use copper. Okay, most of our wire we use copper. Okay, so next, zinc. Okay, what is zinc? Okay, zinc, usually we use it for our zinc roof. Okay, zinc we use to coat iron. Okay, what does it mean? Have you heard of galvanized steel? Okay, galvanized steel. Okay, what is a galvanized steel? Galvanized steel, you recognize this kind of pattern? You know your post lamp, lamp post, the lamp post iron, they look like this, right? Or this atap zinc. Where's the atap zinc? Where's the atap zinc? The galvanized steel roof. There, this thing. This shit is so damn bloody annoying because if your house uses this thing, oh my god, it's gonna be so freaking noisy if it rains, right? So guys, what is this made of? Galvanized steel is made from iron. But here's the thing, iron will rust, right? Iron will rust, right? So they coat a layer of zinc on it. They coat a layer of zinc on it. The zinc is the protective layer, so your iron won't rust. You see? That's, oh wow, Shane, you know that? Okay, you know. Okay, so this is your galvanized steel, the galvanized steel. But after you use it for long enough, if you look at those kampong roof, they still rust, right? Because when the zinc is worn away, this thing will still rust. Okay, stainless steel also has zinc. No. Stainless steel is made from others. Okay, stainless steel. You look at it depends on the grade lah. Okay, stainless steel. Okay, let's see what are they made of. There you look at this. Contains at least 11% chromium and may contain elements such as carbon, other non-metals, and blah blah blah. It depends on what stainless steel though. Do you know stainless steel has grade? I don't know. Is it mentioned here? Are there the grade steel grades? Are there different grades? So when you talk about stainless steel, right, they will ask you what stainless steel? 206, 204, 306, 316, 904. Different stainless steel, different grade. Of course, the lower grades one, they are cheaper lah. Okay, they are cheaper lah. Like for this, for example, this 914 stainless steel. Okay, 914 stainless steel. Sorry, not 914, 904. 904 stainless steel. You know who uses this? You know who uses this? You know who uses 904 steel? Oh, it's not mentioned here. It's a watch brand that I'm sure you have heard it before, Rolex. Okay, Rolex is very famous for using the 904 steel. Okay, they kind of patented this thing lah. Okay, there, you see, part of the 904 steel family. Okay, that's why people use Rolex. They very lancy one. Mine is 904 steel. Okay, yours if you use other brand yours is 316, the cheap black steel. Mine is the so bow to me peasants. Mine is the high grade one. Okay, but no matter how expensive your watch is, it tells the same time. Okay, I don't care whether you wear a Ben 10 watch or you wear a Rolex watch, they tell the same time. Okay, okay, so I mean, if you buy a Rolex, you buy it for the status, okay, and for flexing, of course. All right. Anyway, So these are the famous metals lah. Okay, so let's look at non-metals. So what are some famous non-metals? Like I said, iodine, we use it for antiseptic, you put it on your wound. Okay, next your chlorine, we use it as our bleach, we put it in swimming pool. You know that smelly swimming pool smell? It kind of smells like bleach, right? Because they're the same thing. Okay, they are chlorine. Okay, funny enough, guys, our Malaysian tap water, Malaysian tap water already has chlorine. So I have said this and I will say it again. You do not need to boil your water. You can just drink straight from the tap. I mean, I would filter it first lah, okay? But you don't need to boil it because they already put chlorine inside to kill all the germs. Why are you boiling it again? You're just wasting energy. Just filter it. You'll be fine, okay? You might say, sir, we drink chlorine, we won't die, man. It's just a trace amount, just enough to kill germs, but you're fine drinking it. Okay, so next, sulfur. Sulfur is this yellow color powder they used to spread around the house to chase snakes away, man. Okay, no, the chlorine is fine. I mean, you go to swimming pool, you soak yourself in it, right? And plus swimming pool has more pee lah. You're basically soaking in pee and chlorine water. Isn't that more girly? Right. Okay, so that's your sulfur. That's your sulfur. So carbon, carbon, we use it to make pencil lead. And of course, if you compress carbon, you can make diamond. Okay, guys, funny story about diamond. Funny story about diamond. Do you know that diamond is not rare? Diamond is not rare. It's just that it is controlled by this company called De Beers Jewelry. They control like 90% of the share of diamonds. That's why they are so expensive, right? Diamonds, they're not rare at all. Okay, so if you want diamond, but if you cannot afford it, you can go for something. Do you know they can grow diamond natural, in a human way already? It's called moissanite. Okay, this is man-made diamond. Moissanite is man-made diamond. What's the difference between diamond and moissanite? Can you tell the difference? No. They are 99.9% the same, but the price is very different. Okay, very different. As in how different? Moissanite is 90% cheaper. 90. As in if your diamond is 10,000, moissanite is 1,000. Okay, so don't buy diamond ring. Diamond ring is a stupid thing to buy. Save your money, go and buy a car. Okay, just get this moissanite lah. Okay, get this moissanite, get you gold ring. You don't so materialistic lah. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know lah. Diamond, like they say lah, is the girl's best friend. Okay, it's the girl's best friend, but Rosmah got caught because of it. Okay. Hey, you know how big is her ring? You know how big is the ring? It's like 3 to 4 carat though. My goodness. Okay. So you can say that Najib is a very good husband lah. Okay. He spent like millions of dollars to make his wife happy. So get yourself a husband like that, okay, who is willing to steal a country's worth of money to make you happy. Dream come true, man. Okay, who is Rosmah? Well, April, I think you need to read the news. Okay, she got convicted today. All right, buy KFC. Okay, whatever. Okay, if it makes you happy. Okay, so anyway, guys, let's go to our exercise, shall we? Let's do some exercise today. Okay, I'm not gonna do a lot lah. All right, so let's go to page 8. Okay, so Shane, if you don't have the exercise, you can just write it on a piece of paper for now. All right, anyway, so let's look at number 1. So these are the subatomic particles. Okay, so of course your X is your electron. Okay, the spinny boys. Right, so your Y and Z, these are your neutron and proton, and they are interchangeable. You can change them because they didn't say which is positive, so you can kind of interchange them. Shane, you don't like that, can Okay, they say who is the most langzai guy in the universe is our Agong, because it's on our banknote. Right? Guys, don't so materialistic, okay? Anyway, so B, state the subatomic particle located in the nucleus. So who's in the nucleus? So the nucleus would be your proton and neutron. So do you know? So now you see where we get our idea for our national car from? So proton. Okay, why not you start a car called electron? That would be the coolest shit ever. So C, state the subatomic particle which is the following property. So no charge, who has no charge, that would be a neutron. Okay, because they are neutral. Negatively charged would be your electron. Positive charge would be your proton. Pro means pro. Proton saga. Okay, that's like my first card. Okay, so able to move would be your electron as well. Neutron is mid. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so D, does the helium atom, okay, this is a helium atom, by the way, is mentioned here. Do they have any charges? Explain, give a reason to your answer. Okay, so let's just say the dark color one is positive. So this thing has 2 proton, right? And 2 electron, right? So 2 plus 2 minus, do they have any charge? No, they will cancel each other out. Okay, so no. Why? Because same number of proton and electron. Okay, nombor proton dan electron yang sama. Yes, it's the car brand. Okay, so anyway, what happens if they have different number? If this fella loses 1 electron, if this fella loses 1 electron, we call it an ion. Okay, an ion. So you have positive ion and you have negative ion. You will learn this in chemistry next time. Okay, like Na plus, Ca2 plus, Al3 plus. You write things like this. Okay, why is Ca2 plus? Because Ca, calcium, they like to lose 2 electrons. They like to throw 2 electrons away, so they become 2 positive. Because electron is negative, right? So when they throw away 2 negative, they become 2 positive. Why 2? Because that's the way it is. Like aluminium, Al is aluminium, they like to throw 3 away. For example, but on the other hand, Cl, chlorine, they like to take 1. So they become 1 negative. Okay, and oxygen, they like to take 2. So they become 2 negative. So what are all these things? Next time when you go chemistry, you will write things like these. Okay, instead of writing aluminium oxide, you'll be writing Al2O3. Yay! Best thing ever. Okay, I love chemistry. Okay, so your chemistry now is like easy peasy. This is the real shit. Okay, but that's for your form 4. Anyway, so next E, mark the correct statement and the wrong statement. So atom is the smallest particle. The nucleus of an atom consists of neutron and electron. Is this correct? Is this correct? The front part is correct. Atom is the smallest, but the behind, is it neutron and electron in the middle? In the middle? No, it's proton and neutron. So the electron here is wrong. So this is wrong. Okay, guys, can you understand? Can you understand this? So B, molecule is formed when 2 or more atoms are combined chemically. 2 or more atoms combined, so it's a molecule, yes. Okay, so C, element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substance either by physical or chemical methods. Yes, like pure gold is pure gold. You cannot break gold into any smaller atoms. No, pure gold is pure gold. All right, so next, D, compound is a substance which consists of 2 or more elements that combine physically. Is it physically though? No, it should be chemically. Secara kimia. So this is wrong. Okay, compound means they become friends. Okay, like water. Why is water a compound? Because water is when 2 hydrogen atoms, they marry a single oxygen atom. So they become friends. They become couples. Right? Wow, this is the weirdest couple ever. Okay, so this is the chemical bond. This is the chemical bond. They form a relationship. Wow, that's a weird relationship. Okay, that's a three relationship. Okay, yeah, Wing Heng, what's up? Shoot. Okay, so number 2, this is the arrangement of atoms of 2 types of matter. So who is water and who is iron? Iron is an element. So iron is this. You see, only 1 type of atom here. Don't judge. Shane, I have a lot of questions about why do you know so much about these things? What have you been doing with the internet? Okay, so next water is this. Okay, so this is an element. This is a compound. Okay, because this is one type of atom. This is two types of atoms. All right, atom and molecule is the number. It has nothing to do with this element and compound. Okay. Next, determine whether water and iron are elements or compound. Oh, you just said that, right? Oh shit. Wow, I can foretell the future. Okay, so this one, iron is an element. So water is a compound. Sebatian. Okay. You don't think you want to know what she did? Huh? What she did? Janelle, how you know? Janelle, how you know? Why you know? How you know? How you know? You guys same school, huh? Okay. Hey, you guys same school, is it? You guys same school, ah? Oh, she don't. Oh, okay. Wow, why so secretive, Shane? Why so secretive? You guys same class, is it? Same class, is it? What school are you all from again, by the way? I forgot already. Is it Bandar Puchong or? Oh, Bandar Puchong one. Okay. Wow, Wing Heng, why you know one? You also from the same school, huh? Okay, so based on the element and compound you have stated in 2B, explain why the substances are classified as element or compound. So why is iron an element? Because iron only contains one type of atom. Okay, hanya mengandungi satu jenis atom. Okay, only has one type of atom. Alright, Wing Heng, really funny. Okay, so water leh, why is water a compound? Water contains more than one type. Okay, lebih daripada satu jenis. You complete the sentence yourself lah. Iron has one type, water has more than one type. Okay, guys, can understand? So, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to stop here. Okay, I know it's a very rushy lesson lah, because I try to combine, two things into one. That's why it's a bit rushy. Okay, so next week. Okay, next week is a holiday, by the way. So next week when we come back, I will repeat this thing again because I know you bastards you will forget what I taught today one. Be honest y'all will return everything back to me one. I know. Okay, so your rascals go and enjoy your holidays lah. I will see you again next week. Okay, so have a happy holiday and happy Friday and happy weekend, guys. I will see you soon. All right. So anyway, take care. See you. Good night and bye-bye.